coming after my soul, wanting to take control. Wanna give me laughs, wanna give me bling, wanna give me all the material things. I am talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing, don't you see?
Big up yourself.
What they have done too bad, what it mark us, Jesus and all of the prophets. But I'm not afraid.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. So when I say good morning to you, good morning to my massive, listening to my voice, that's your boy Naren. I just doing a little early morning thing there because I see some people trying to draw me out. They're trying to draw me out for simple things, simple basic little things, basic etiquette that we would have been raised with. You know? Or I would hope we would have been raised with. Basic common courtesy etiquette, whether you're on a debate, whether you're on a calypso stage, whether you're in a sporting arena or whatever it is, there are some basic etiquettes that we must all subscribe to. So last night, after I was done with my my son's homework, you know, because it's Google Classroom and you have to play that role, you have to assist them with the online activities. I started to browse Facebook. Oh God. Well, let me say good morning. Bonjour, all the people logging in right now. Let me big up my family in the UK, Andrea, Karen, Auntie Winnie. So I was saying, and I'm not here for long, I'm not here for no extended period. So I said, let me just check Facebook as usual, you know, on my free time. Well, it didn't have water to wash me because on Monday I came live, and it's not a thing I do often. I used to normally do my Naren show on WhatsApp, then I'll post it on Facebook, but different setup. So I decide from time to time I will just come live and do it for you. So it didn't have water to wash me. It didn't have no water to wash me because I said, children who were at this Zoom meeting with the Prime Minister, you had to be a bit more respectful. Yes, you could champion your cause, you could echo your sentiments of frustration and all whatever that comes with it. But I was taken to task. Good morning to you, my cousin Emil, Paben, Sarah, big up yourself. You know? Hi Joanne. You have a fresh bullet, you know, shine up, you know, So I was just giving a little free advice to the young people, telling them that yes, even if you're frustrated, you have to know how you go about speaking to people. And there was a particular comment which totally pissed me off, which was hold your mother and private. I don't have to repeat it here, we know what it is. And you have people coming on Facebook to tear me apart because I said, children, this is not the way to, this is not how we were raised. We were raised better than that. And if we have a difficulty or frustration with something that is going on, there is a way to do it. Persons told me I was bought. I getting something under the table. Somebody said they bring me Dubai. Oh boy, I was not on the Dubai delegation. And I did not have to be on a Dubai delegation to speak up against what I think was wrong. There were students who articulated their position very respectfully. I listened to some clippings, I had no issues with it. I took issue with the way some persons were dressed, as was reported to me. I thought it was inappropriate. And parents who were taking me to task, is that the way you are raising your young children, boys or girls? Well, if that is the way you are raising your children, my God, I can only pray and continue to pray that there is some change in your mindset as it relates to your parental obligations to the young people that are behind. I can't be an example to my children. And because I have a difficulty with something that was promised to me or signed off to me, that it is not done in the manner that I would like, that I have to go off on that tangent. How do I tell my children that that is the way, that is the suitable practice? And they asked, where was I when this was said about go to hell and political talk? You have never seen me getting involved in politics. I didn't come here to be on a bandwagon or a crusade or leading a choir for any government member. I came here to say what I felt was something wrong with that meeting. And no matter what all you say, no matter what how all you twist it and say I got paid and I looking for something, I'm not looking for nothing. They call me Timmy Tucker, singing for my supper. I mean, I have been on the fortunate side to gain employment since 1997 to now, consistently with no breaks. I've only worked for 2 institutions. One of them I'm here for about 17 years. You know, so I mean, it's not to blow any trumpet, but I'm saying if our students are invited to have a discourse, that have to be cordial. Yes, you frustrated. Yes, you aggravated. You fed up. You know. But must I give you a green card? Must I give you a okay to just go off in a tangent and be so disrespectful? And if I don't do that, then it haven't got water to wash me. And where was I when Bowie and tear gas? I said Bowie on fire. As a Calypsonian, that was my contribution to the whole vibes. I said Bowie on fire. But nobody dictates when I speak. And I'm not speaking for no politician. I felt, children, you could have been more respectful with your approach. And the Prime Minister, I heard him yesterday on the hang, said he's not holding any grudge, he's not holding any feelings, he's not holding any this or that. And okay, that is admirable. But parents, those of you who were bashing me on that Facebook posting where a gentleman took my live and just shared it, it's free to share. I put it there to share, you know. And you saw it fit to go down that road. They say my head shallow, my mother this, my mother that. This is the example for the youth. Well, I'm not going down that road if all you. If all you want to raise all your children like hooligan, I'm not going down that road if all you. My children will know if they are not in agreement to something, there is a way they will do it. And if you have to say I am purchased and I was sent to Dubai, yes, so be it. I will not change my mentality and the way I think students supposed to react to adults, even their peers. Come on, as I said, some of these students, I could be their father. I could be their father, so what you want me to do? Pretend that it is okay? In my days growing up, if I fumble in the community, somebody would stop me and tell me, shit, I doing. And I might get one beating in the village, and by the time I get home, a memo sent already, and I have to prepare myself for the rest. And we think it is okay to, whether it is, and I said, it has nothing to do with politics. It doesn't matter to me who was holding the office at the time, be it Mr. Linton or Mr. Skerritt, or even myself. Yes, I suspect one of these days they'll vote for me. But on the real people, those who were bashing me, that is your free democratic right. I'm not bothered, I'm not perturbed by that. But I'm just saying, there was this child, his mother was not correcting him, and we know of the story. And he was taken to jail because he was not told, yo, son, daughter, that is not the way to behave. And when he was about to, I don't know if it's to be sentenced or to be hung or to be whatever, he asked his mother to come. Vinny, come, mommy. And what he did, he bite her ears. You should have taught me better than that. And if I have to be bashed, if I have to be chastised, if I have to be ridiculed, to tell my young people there are different ways to fight your battle. There are different ways to go about seeking redress of your grievances. So be it. And it's your boy Narian. It's your boy Narian. Let me just give all you a little track there, you know. Let me just give all you a little tune there, because the Narian show is all about fun, entertainment, laughter. There we go. And I will never lose my way. And nobody will dictate to me when I should speak about anything. It is my democratic right. I'm not a spokesperson for anybody, but I will come and I will speak when I have to speak. And I saw it necessary after receiving several messages to echo my sentiment on the matter. I came to tell my son happy birthday. And then I went into another aspect. And then I went into another aspect. And then I talk about the wanton disrespect towards the Prime Minister who took time off to speak to the students. And people want to take me to task for that. You want to chastise me, you want to ridicule me, you want to say all of these derogatory things about my mother. Because I say students, we have to do better than that. Come on, big up yourself, Michael Edmond. We know it is. We raise with the community telling us, yes, you have a point, but that is not how you go about doing it. You know, and what was I saying, really and truly? I was saying, communicate, articulate your position in a respectful manner, and at the same time, still take into consideration the current crisis that the world is facing. That is not something that is only affecting Dominica. And like it or not, Dominica, and I give all of us a round of applause, we have taken that COVID thing very serious, and the actions and the adherence to the rules has resulted in us with just about 2 or 3 persons that are still impacted. You understand? So I'm just saying, students, things will work out. Have a little faith. And don't come and tell me what to tell students. And I made the point there because I looking young. I'm looking fashionable. Big up yourself, then, Kizzy. But I raised in a time when persons were going to study. Some of my friends went to Cuba. Some went to America. Some of them is after they study when they return to Dominica. I'm not saying if your parents can't send for you, don't send for you. But I know children who went to Cuba. And you know, Cuba, you have to get a first year to learn the language. And it's towards the end when they start to see light and success. That's when you start seeing the children coming back home for a little vacation and whatnot. Priority. You know? So I was saying, people talk about obligation. If it is an obligation or an entitlement that the state must provide a scholarship, well, they must give my 4 children. They must give my neighbor children. They must give every child. Nobody, it should not be subjected to one particular set. So I don't think it is an obligation. In the mandate of any government, it is to educate and improve the human resource of the country. So, Emil, why you saying that? Why you trying to stop me? So that is a mandate. That is a mandate to develop your human resource, because it's the same children that are going to come back and build the country. Well, we would hope so. But I don't think it is an obligation. Because if it's an obligation, how do you tell the children from another community that is only 5 I can give? So those that receive that benefit compared to those that haven't gotten it, you still have to have some gratitude. You still have to have some gratitude, you understand? An appreciation that you are only making yourself. You have the opportunity to make yourself more marketable. And people want to take me to task and say that I was purchased and I was bought and I got something under the table. And when I look at these people, vote a certain party, I don't want to go down the party line. But because if all you could do whatever all you did to my brother Marlon Girodel, it's not me, all you would not want to execute. But I'm saying, what is your purpose? Some of all you that ridicule me, all you could be my father, all you could be my mother. Is that the way if I was all your child, all you tell me it is okay to behave? Is that the way all you'd want to raise me? Is that the way you would want your grandchild or your grandchildren to be brought up? That if you cannot have your way, and if I promise you this, and I cannot deliver it by Friday, that you all hell must break loose, and you must mash up my vehicle, you must destroy my house, because maybe something happened that prevented me from delivering in the manner in which I said I would have delivered. Come on. And you want to take me to task for that? Well, take me to task. But I stand firm by my position, and it is, students, you have an opportunity. It is also something that will benefit you and your family in the long run. When you're going to study, before you go and study, you have to decide all different types of scenarios. What if? What if? What if there is a fatal disaster that just prevents the institution from delivering on what they said they would have done? You know, what am I going to do? And a lot of my friends, a lot of the persons my time, and it's still happening now. Persons would decide, you know what, I'm planning. I want to go and study in 2022. So I'm going to work now. Every month I put in my $500 aside. Mommy, daddy, I cannot put nothing in the house because I want to become a pilot, an architect. It have all kind of skills in cooking. Why is it my partner will tell me later? He will call me and tell me. So you prepare for your future. So you put your little savings aside and you have that there as a contingency plan. I use in big terms now. So if in case what you were anticipating or what you were waiting for or what was promised to you doesn't come in a manner, you have something to fall on. You find yourself engaged in the school. They may have some little odd jobs. You have that as well. You don't use all the money and go on Fashion Nova. You don't use all on Fashion Nova or Agassi or you make yourself look good. But you prioritize. You set goals for yourself. Must I come down every year? Must I come down every fete that is happening in the country? Should I not stay and do a semester? And if I give advice like this to the young people and people want to take me to task, I am saying you are better off remaining silent because you will not help any country to progress. You will not help with the advancement, the development of any nation with that mentality. Because when you speak that way to the youth, you are telling them, yes, that is the way to go. But not on the Naren Show. Not on the Naren Show. We come here and we talk to people straightforward. And don't try to tell me where was I. Because it is not politics for me. I have 4 children. One is already an adult and I can speak to her whenever she's going astray. She recently had a video out pretending to be arrested. I spoke with her. I tell her this is not becoming of a young lady. Stop it. You understand? We spoke about it. But you can't come and tell me no. If I speaking to these young students who have an opportunity, and more, I will say it again, like it or not, there are more persons getting an opportunity to go and study now. Like it or not, politics aside, that is the reality. You understand? And it's a boy Naren. We don't have to like me. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for love. I'm just here to speak righteousness and reality. You understand? And take me to task. Timmy Tucker, come for your supper. Boy, I suspect that will be my next Calypso next year. I suspect that will be my next Calypso. Because, I mean, come on. And it's not my fault if I echo certain sentiments that the news, Q95 or Kyrie or whoever, decide they want to take little song bites of it and put in your news. I don't have a problem with that because my position remains. Students, respectfully, put your position forward, but do it in a manner which is uplifting. Let your parents sit back at home and hear you articulate your position in a forceful manner. Do you want me to give a course on how to communicate your difficulties? Do you need that? Where does hold your mother private parts fit in the equation? And all the persons who have chastised me, who have tried to belittle me, who have tried to suggest that I have now become a political, I don't want to use the word now because it's early o'clock and I have young children, but all the persons who have their phantoms and their fake things in their head, are you telling me that it is alright? This is how your newborn baby, this is what he must be introduced to? Oh Lord. Well, I will stay how I am. And if I have to be one man to condemn that action, I will be that one man. And I will not change who I am for no politician or no opposition. I will continue to be who I am. So all the people who want to bash me down, well, it's just a handful. It's just a handful of you know, disgruntled persons. Some of them I do not even know them. I look at their profile, they look like they're in America, they wherever, this and that. Some of them look like they're 70 years. People I should be looking up to. People I should be looking up to telling me that I must shut up and say nothing to students who have been given an opportunity and for whatever reason which I'm not interested in, maybe things have not materialized in the manner in which. But what about all these students over the last how many years who have successfully completed their studies, whether it's at UWI, Mona, Grambling, MSU, wherever it is? What about those? What about the success story? Huh? They may have had gripes as well. They may have had issues. Let's say after Maria, certain things couldn't happen. Maybe their parents had to step up. And all you find, because I come and I say, children, and I'm speaking to you as your parent, your father now, that this is not acceptable, I must be chastised. I must be ridiculed. I must be called all sort of names. My mother must be flipped upside down because I said this is not the way to go. And we will wonder why at times the youth going astray. You are the reason why the youth is going astray. You and your selfish, stupid political agenda. And if you cannot have maybe your party in power, nobody must have a view or nobody must say if something is wrong. Come on. Come on, I'm not looking for likes, I'm not looking for favor, I'm not looking for nothing. People tell me, I Naren Michael Murphy singing. Or you don't know who's my parents? My mother is a lady by the name of Celia King. She has 2 sons, me and my brother. And I have emulated my mother from day one. People since know my mother. My father is Michael Murphy, a former chief statistician. So I come from a good upbringing. I know what it is to sacrifice. And if my mother couldn't provide this for me at the time, I go and call her. All you will allow all your children to call her, all you. Because when all you promise to give them an Xbox Christmas time and something happen, all you cannot deliver it, all you will say then let them call all you. No, I will tell my son, yo, you know what? Take your education serious. Every A you get, we will put $5 in a jar. Every B we might probably put $50. So you want that bike, the more $5 that go in that. By Christmas time I will match it. And you give people some incentive to work. But people tell me, clean my mouth, I have shit coming out because I'm saying students, that opportunity you have now. I have friends. They got little assistance whether it was in the Freedom Party time. And their family had to sell eggs. They had to clean foul shit to send and help them make ends meet because they were so satisfied with at least the tuition being taken care of. You having housing, tuition, and if there is a delay, Italy shut down. How many countries shut down, borders closed, trading activities not going on? And I cannot tell my students that they must echo their sentiments with a little more respect, especially at this time that we facing now. Come on, man, and people have to tell me it's something I want. Well, all I want is for children to grow up in a respectful manner, and if I have to be a lone ranger to achieve that, so be it. And it's your boy Naren. I don't know how come I'm talking for so long. Once the time 7:49, I'm going to say bye. Because I have a job to start. And I take that very serious. But I just felt, I had to come back again and just express my dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction because you, that handful, you are bad news. You are bad news, you are just everything bad, and you will not achieve nothing good as it relates to the young persons and their development. And it's your boy Naren, so just take a little music there now. Things turning around, I suspect by June we'll be back at work. I love working at home, but yeah. Me, I leave them alone, I leave them ignorance, I leave them alone because I know what I came here to do. I am not a political hatchet man for nobody. I speak on matters I think I should speak about. And as a father, if I cannot say it is wrong to come and use the word hold your mother, that to the Prime Minister, and I think I may have said head of state, but we know what I'm talking about. The Prime Minister is, it's an office, a high office you have to respect. You understand? And that's all, my people. So big up all yourself. I'm waiting for my son to wake up so he can start his Google online classes. Parents, even if you're working at home from time to time, peep on them, shout out, are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need assistance? Whatever you can get, Build your children. Build your children. I told my son who was there, Rishon, you must never, ever in your life think of uttering these type of things. You must never. Joanne, I leaving them alone. I am not bothered with this handful, these people that probably looking to find a life and develop themselves now at their age, I'm not bothered with them. I'm concerned about the young people coming up. That you have an opportunity and instead you embrace the opportunity and you work with it and you echo your dissatisfaction in a respectable manner, you're going down the gutter. I'm not going to encourage people to go down the gutter. No, for what? No, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I would have failed my parental obligation if I had to go down that road and just endorse this statement. And I spoke about the children coming and be part of a video call and you're not presenting yourself properly. I have a shirt on me. I would not come there no live without a shirt. And what is it? I'm not in my bedroom. I come to have an exchange. All I said was present yourself, dress properly. I didn't say go and put on a suit. And I was taken to task. Boy, and they will say more. Let me go and see how I can get to go to Dubai, Let me go and see how I can get to go to Dubai. But children, my intentions were genuine. They were wholesome. They were to tell you that, there is always a different way to accomplish the same thing. And that's all, So big up on yourself. More love, blessed love, everything nice. I'm going to my office, my bedroom office, to start my day. Big up.
I'm gonna be real, for real. No silence, but it is. Give thanks for the help from coming. Yeah. You're going bless her, someone soon, yeah. Don't abuse yourself like Nadine. Sing this to your children. Tell you I love you, and you know that I care. Hey, and if I love you, understand me.
If you love your children and you care for your children, you raise them with respect, pride, dignity, gratitude. Big up yourself. It's your boy Naren. It's your boy Naren. It's your boy.
All what we need. So let us be conscious.